Fiddle again, and hello, it's Fo, and welcome back to Turbine City. Last time we'd got past the million. I'm evening out the demand now, so we can get back in some of the shops that have been removed when we've deleted some of the small roads. I'm glad that our water sources don't count as structures, and we're able to place some more. That was a concern I was thinking about in between episodes. What if it doesn't let me place any more of these? But we're fine, we can place a few more. Just want to try and raise the level of the river a little bit. Once we've taken out all the no pollute outflow pipes, we're just taking water out of the river now. It's decreasing the level. So we're just making sure that we've got all our ferries and everything in deep enough water. Looking for our feature roundabout. We replace the 0.3 with the 0.05. We'll let that run for a couple of minutes. It seems fine. It's a nice water level and it's not going to spill out onto the road. I think we maybe do with a couple more water sources in the river, just to make sure it's as full as it can be. None of our ferries are in shallow water, so it looks daft if people are waiting for the ferries and then the ferries appear sort of 20 feet below them. It's not much use. They'll need a ladder to rappel down onto the ferries. So I'll add just a couple more in, just to try and finalize this level of water in the river. Make sure it's nice and full before we go. Yeah, just a few finishing touches today before we let it go. Check out plenty of cinematics, tidy a few things up. Want to cut down some of these Industries DLC assets where we've got sort of 4 or 6 of each thing. We can cut it down to 2s. I would ideally put another cargo train station here. The train lines are busy as it is. I'm already thinking about my next build, going back to the map making stage. I would definitely double up the train lines so they aren't so busy. Yeah, trimming back some of these Industries DLC assets. That'll hopefully be generating less trucks. Help the traffic, not that it looks backed up or anything. It should allow some more vehicles to spawn because we're up against the vehicle limit. And obviously the Industries DLC stuff spawns a lot of vehicles. So generally tidying up. I've got some traffic lights left on. We get all them turned off. Hopefully that'll help the flow. I want to check our bus station, whether we can put down bus stops. Looks like even though we've got the ferry and bus terminal, it doesn't count as a depot. And even with removing some of our Industries DLC assets, we're still not under the building limit. So we can't make a bus depot. So bus lines are out of the question. We're going to check out a few cinematics. Wait till the sun comes up. And then work on the beach area. Just raise the land there, get a path through, and copy some of the assets across. I do like checking out the city by night. Seeing all our lovely straight roads with all the lights on them. Going off into the distance, I do like that. Some of these shots you can almost get a scale of the whole city. Certainly is massive, using up the whole 25 tiles. It's definitely the biggest city I've ever made, the most full, and with the most people. As I've said before, I've used this design several times, packing everyone in, trying to get up to the maximum population. Yeah, I never thought we could get this high. Maybe check out the limits as well, see what the buffer is, how far we have to go before we entirely max out the population. Yeah, I might turn down the train budget, because the train lines do seem awful busy at night time. Train traffic is a slight issue, something worth tidying up, I think. But we seem to have most of the lights turned off at least. You can check the traffic flow. If it's below 88%, we can go around and change all the stop signs for yield signs. That'll get us an extra couple of percent. We'll see how we're going. If it's above 80%, it's fine. It's not really worth meddling with. You can have a look for any red roads and see if there's any traffic lights left on them, that sort of thing. But generally the red roads are just busy. It's usually just leading up to an industrial area. There's just a high volume of traffic. It's not that there's a problem with it per se, you know. Trains are the only thing. Try and reduce the budget on those, generate less vehicles. It seems to be kind of chock-a-block. They're moving, but it seems fairly solid. Everyone's going about their business. There's a lot of hearses going about. Obviously we've got the healthcare, which covers the death care up to 150%. But I'm not seeing any death icons when I'm playing, so maybe reduce that budget a little bit. We're just about scraping even with the money. Certainly not running out of money. We've got this mod turned on to reduce the crime and the garbage. Maybe trim back their budgets as well. Yeah, it's been a good build. It's the sun coming up on them now. You can see some of these sunrise views. Yeah, the day-night cycle is great. Capturing the different lighting conditions, seeing the city at different times of day. Yeah, we've come a long way. Created a good playlist, something to fall asleep to. So I'm going to reduce the budget for the trains. I'm going to do the same for the blimps, because they seem backed up in places as well. We trim back the healthcare, so I think that's more than covered. Same with the police and the garbage. Just trim them back a little bit. The industries, I don't know if reducing the budget or turning it up would help them. I think it might create more complaints if I do it the wrong way. So we'll leave that as it is. And create more of a shelf over here. Can have a better beach area. The way I had it before, the tides seem pretty erratic. Sometimes there'd be a beach there and sometimes it'd be completely underwater. It's obviously more natural having it change, but it's not much use if you want to create a path and put some beach area down. I'm going to use the freeform tool here. That's something that I haven't done ever. Try and create a bit of a wiggly path. It's It's not going to let us go on water. We can come from the other side and see if the water's gone by the time we get back down here. Again, we can't create any bridges, so we'll have to come underneath. Have to make a dodgy underpass. Don't know if people will want to use that. I wouldn't. Be a bit shady. That's fairly successful for the first time using the freeform tool. And again, I want it to be a more natural path. So we use the marquee selection for our props. Then use the copy function and move it. Again, something I've not done before. I don't often use props, so we're just going to pop this down multiple times. This will be a lot faster way to make up a beach area, since we've spent the time over here. Just copy chunks of this and then align it up. We can get this area done, no bother. Try and copy a larger chunk of them if I line it up properly. I can spam this in a few times. Then I can smooth back the shoreline. Always move things back from the edge if the water does rise up a little bit. Yeah, this is certainly a lot faster than placing them down one by one. It's more of a sprawl. It's less uniform. That's fine. It's a bit more natural an area, I think, rather than having everything in rows. Try and be careful and smooth this edge out without bringing down the land to submerge any of our lovely little props we put in. Looks like we are starting to flood a couple of them. Just move them, that's fine. I think that's fine. I'll give it a minute for the water to sort itself out. Looks fine now. We're up on 83%. I don't think it's worth messing around with Traffic Manager. It is a good mod, but really, we haven't needed it. I mean, we could turn off some of the stop signs and turn them for your yield signs instead. But it's just the industrial areas and highway access and stuff that's busiest. They're just going to be busy anyway. We've cut off the power to this industry area. So I'm going to try and pop in a little bit of zoning to try and reconnect the power. Get rid of a couple of small roads worth of light commercial. The offices just aren't coming in. Get some more housing in, just close enough to connect the power. Even the housing isn't jumping in. We're right up on the building limit. So we'll let these low density commercial buildings disappear. That should hopefully give us the housing we need. Get this to go across. Just add in one more building. That's that reconnected. So we're up to the 1,007,000. Looks like we can fit in about 3,000 to something more people. I like the way this path is all lit up. I'll drop down a save at 1,008,000. Let's see if anybody wants to walk along the path. I can go for a first person ride with them. I'll let it run for a bit. No one's appeared. We can still fit in a couple more thousand people. We can maybe get up to around 1,012,000. So we probably should try and take it all the way. I'm gonna turn down the train budget again, just because I can still see trains backing up. I'll keep waiting. The sun's coming up. It's looking lovely. Yeah, I've waited and waited, but no one's coming through. It's maybe the underpass that they're just putting them off. Like this building here with all the props at the front. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, no one's going for it. Gonna smooth out this area. Just this sharp edge. Don't need it. Looks a lot better now. So yeah, just finishing touches. So I'm going to turn off the intercity trains and then make a new line for these guys. Just have it be an intercity train. So we'll get another track set up for them. I do want to come up and give it a wider berth, but of course we can't make a pillar, so we're going to have to keep it on ground level. Trains are a mess over here. Everything's coming through off this one line into the station. Wants to come the other way, doesn't want to come around there. We'll try and come from this side. Get this in, hopefully it should go all the way around here and connect in a loop. We'll let it run for a minute so the line establishes, sorts itself out. Trim back the budget again. 50% in the night and 55% in the day. That's as low as we can really go. Pop another house down here. Hopefully that's another person that'll come out and use this path. No, I've let it run. It's going to be a nice sunset. There's no one coming down and using this path, so we're just going to use it ourselves. We'll pretend that someone came down here to watch the sunset. We'll just watch it ourselves. Ah, looks lovely. A couple of cocktails on the beach. Watch the sunset. Oh yes, very lovely. Yeah, it would be good. We're the only ones appreciating it though. Citizens are too busy doing other things. Come back here right at the end. See out the whole playthrough with a sunset like that. That's a good idea. We're pretty much there in terms of maximum population. And just one more building in here. See if this person goes down our path. Nope. So yeah, we're just right up on the limits. I'll try to drop it down to save when it hits the limit of 575 or 576, but every time I pause it, it jumps back down. We did hit 576, we did get maximum, but it still fluctuates our number. Like 1,013,055. That's the highest number it was showing me. So there you go guys, that's a score beat. Yeah, next time when I make a city, I don't think I'll be trying to beat it, but yeah, I think that's definitely an achievement for Skylines. Have a city with 1 million population. I'm glad I can sort of tick it off my bucket list. Gonna check out the sunrise here as well. Check out a few daytime cinematics. And one more look over the city. I think we've done everything now really. It's a shame we couldn't get in the bus lines to make up for the spaces, the gaps in our metro coverage. But oh well, sacrifices had to be made. It's a shame we couldn't get in the mountain resort either. like a cave system as well off the workshop. A few sort of interesting geological assets for the hillsides. I mean, we never quite got that far. It's a bit of a shame. We did pretty well. Like I say, I'll know for next time. I'm already thinking about my next city. There's lessons learned. It certainly hasn't put me off coming back to the game. It's a game I really enjoy. I always come back to it. It's certainly been a good bit of escapism. It's been a stressful year. It's been a fun project. So check out our last daytime cinematics. Last few views of the city. Then we can go check out the sunset again. Down by the beach. We'll see how they play through. Oh, I can see some traffic lights over there. No, at this point I'm letting it go. Truly I'm done. Yeah, the city's looking great. More importantly, the people seem happy. Got those mods on, so it really should be a utopia for them. They should have no complaints. It looks pretty good. Even where we had to delete some bits, I think it helped the overall look of the town. Managed to get in a nice mixture of things. I've got a few gaps left where we could have put in some more paths and trees and things. But really it's just decoration at this point. The mission's done. But yeah, I tried out a bunch of new things. Using the canals. And things that I wouldn't normally use, like the monorail. I miss seeing the cinematics of this never-ending conga line of people. I think next time maybe put the metro station right next to the asset, so I don't have to walk very far and block the traffic and stuff. Yeah, it's all lessons learned. Glad I used all the park life stuff, all the campus stuff that I was new to. I was fairly successful to turn the monument on. Yeah, the place is looking good. Managed to get all the custom assets in. We've got a few new ones. Next time I won't use them all. That UK district was a bit of a pain. Or maybe it was just me not using it properly. Maybe you do have to zone the stuff or it'll disappear. Yeah, it's all lessons learned and experience to take on to the next build. Let's say goodbye to these guys in the bustling city. That office block was MVP, connecting the power back across that area. Yeah, the sun's getting real low. Get back to our lovely beach area and let the sun go down. Thanks for joining me. It's been a fun journey. When Sunset Harbour comes down in price, when it next goes on sale, that's probably about the time I'll be back with another Skylines build. Probably go right back to the map maker. Try and make a Sunset Harbour suitable map. Better rivers, etc. Oh, sunset looks lovely. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on the journey. Thanks for all the comments and all the subscribers. Come back next time. Start up a new city. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you next time.